So in a modern world, the brand marketeers have got to ask themselves, how is AI going to change the opportunities and the challenges for branding? Decades ago, when we first started thinking about branding, the challenge was the only way we had to communicate was in static images. And so a way of trying to express the personality and keep a consistent representation of the true brand through that content was to adopt Carl Jung's 12 archetypes. They looked at the famous psychologist 12 Jung, who had 12 archetypes of different personalities, and they said, okay, we're going to pick one of those personalities and we're going to consistently make our branded content close to it. So someone like a Disney becomes the kind of the magician archetype. Someone like a BBC or a Google becomes the sage archetype. Someone like Apple or Lego becomes the builder archetype. Fairy Liquid, the caregiver. You can see how it begins to express who that brand is, and then that comes through the actual content. But digital changed the opportunities for marketers to express that content and that brand personality through it. Because in digital, the magic is not really in the static imagery. The first websites are pretty dull brochureware sites. The magic in digital is in the interaction. And it's those interactions that presented the real opportunities for marketers over the last decade or two to express that brand identity and gain that connection with customers. And AI is another set of opportunities again, because unlike above the line advertising and its static content, unlike digital with its interaction, I think the magic in AI is in the decisioning. It's in having a conversation that drives to a decision, and the type of decision that is consistent with the brand and is a tangible representation of that brand, just as if the CEO, him or herself, were making the decision of how to service that customer. And if you can create AI agents, AI content that is consistent with the brand in that way, then you're going to do well. So for example, taking a system, an enterprise system like Sitecore that will train a large language model on your own branded content to make sure that tone of voice and that content generation is consistent with your brand. And then you take a system like Salesforce that has that inbuilt trust layer and already contains your customer data so that you can ensure the trust and safety of any interaction with AI agents. Those are the sorts of things that will allow the brand marketers of today to begin to leverage the AI decisioning as a means of expressing that brand identity and a means of creating that loyalty with the customer.